good afternoon. This is afternoon now, Monday. How are you? How's everybody? Um, okay, if my students are tuning in, hi. Please check my email and do your homework. and also, those of you who like the videos, want to subscribe to the channel, please do so at Pilates Math by Professor P. And that's a YouTube video, so you can get ongoing videos and notifications. All right, let's start down on our back today. And gracefully, easily as you can. Kind of a sleepy day in New York, a rainy one at that. So let's just start off with the knees into the chest. And we're going to hold on to the back of our thighs with our hands. And you can interlace your hands or have each hand hold the back of your leg. And start to make circles to the right. Keep the neck long, so lift your head and tilt your chin down a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. But enough to feel the back of the head lengthening a touch. And then come into the other direction, counterclockwise at this point. And then we'll take our hands in front of our shins and draw the knees in, as we do pretty often. Lowering the left foot on the floor, lift the right leg up, flex your foot, and you're going to bring the leg in and out. So I want you to imagine, just imagine this, you have a crayon or a magic marker attached to your heel. And you'd be drawing a straight line from right to left, but I'm going to open my leg and then I'm going to cross it. Open it to the right side as far as it'll go, then cross it over to the left as far as it'll go. So we're bringing it away from the midline, that's called abduction. Bringing it toward the midline, that's called adduction with a D, 2 Ds. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep the left knee bent and the foot on the floor. So I'm going to go a little bit wider. Let me move a little bit back. I have obstructions here in my home. And, homemade videos will not be the easiest thing with furniture in the way, but I'll try to make use of the space as best I can. And I'm just drawing the leg in. This is warming up the leg in a nice, easy way. Nothing unusual here, nothing ridiculous. And then bring the right leg over to the left and bring the right knee on top of the left. And take the knees into the chest, lifting 2 feet off the floor and pull your knees into your your hands into your shins, your knees into your chest, and just allow the spine to lengthen. Look up and bring your toes on the same line, like you could draw a straight line from big toe to big toe, so that your hips are even and not favoring one side. And now we're going to do the other side immediately. We're going to cross the left knee over the right, bring your toes on the same line, and tuck your chin a little again, and so you feel the neck lengthening out. And now step the right foot on the floor and the left leg in the air. Open your arms to the side. Flex your foot. Once again, we're going to bring the leg into the midline and then out. And I'm trying not to move my right leg. I want stillness and stability through strength in the core. We don't want a wobbly right leg. We want a steady, non-moving, so that you are drawing this horizontal line. You're opening, closing, opening and closing, so forth. Nothing difficult to start, but a nice warm-up with an abduction and adduction activity. Keep pressing your lower back flat, and your tummy is engaged. Now I want you to imagine something. We'll talk about neutral pelvis, neutral spine. If you had a flashlight between your knees, the beam of the light would be facing forward, right? You're in the neutral position. Now, just imagine this, the flashlight is still between my knees. I'm lifting my tailbone up and I'm tilting my pelvis. The beam of light would be shining slightly upward. Let me lower my pelvis down. The beam of light would be shining directly ahead. This is called a neutral pelvis. Extending the legs out long with the arms overhead creates a big curve in the lower back right here. And my pubic bone, there's a slight tiltward downward. The beam of light, if it were between my legs, would be slightly angled downward. So we have a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then if I'm lifting up, the beam of light shining up. If I'm extending the legs, arms up, the beam of light is shining down. So we have an anterior and posterior tilt. And here we're in a neutral pelvis. So there's very little or no space under your waistline. You're going to draw your tummy in and keep your feet flexed so that you feel the weight of your legs anchoring you down. Bring your hands behind your head, and we'll just do a few standard crunches. We don't do many because they shorten the muscles a little bit more than we want. So do 10. You're going to exhale and inhale. Here we go. I'm going to breathe audibly so you have something to represent you. 2 more. And lift your legs up, head down. Angle your legs away and float the legs down and straighten your legs. Bend your knees a small amount, a little bit. The toes are facing up. Now the torso has elongated. So now we can be in more of a Pilates-like position. You exhale, inhale. So I'm floating up in a strong center, pulling the ribs slightly down and forward, pressing the lower back into the floor. 8 more. I'm breathing audibly through my mouth for demonstration. 4 more. Okay, I'm going to release my hands and place them by my side. And then I'm going to press the palms slightly down, walk my heels in a little bit, and press my pelvis up to the ceiling. Now, we usually have 2 feet down. What I'm doing is I'm sliding my legs away considerably forward. Usually we have the feet down on the floor, knees above ankles, and we're lifting up with 2 feet, or we're making embellishments and modifications. Today, I want to start with a lot of hamstring attention. So I'm going to straighten my knees and flex my feet all the way. And I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, dig my heels into the floor, pull my rib cage down so I'm not arching my back. I'm pulling back and down with very little or no curve underneath the spine, neutral pelvis, tummy tucked. I'm going to press my hand into my abdomen, exhale through my mouth, and flatten my tummy. Keep it hard, and I'm not going to let it get loose. I'm going to lift my hips up off the mat in a straight line. So we're not going to be here that long. We're just going to warm up the hamstrings and glutes in this manner. By sliding the legs away, I personally, with my body, feel the weight, tension go more in the back of the legs than the glutes. So we're just warming up and starting to engage. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, where your heels were, you're going to place your toes, and you're going to lift your heels up off the mat and keep them up, and you're going to push upward. Just for something different, the weight travels differently in a different part of the leg. Your heels are off the floor like you're wearing a pair of high heels as you're pressing your pelvis up to the ceiling, engaging the lower body. Push, push, up, up, up. Hold, lower the heels, slide your pelvis down, extend the legs long, bring the right knee in to your chest. Circle the right ankle to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pause now. Take it counterclockwise. Same right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Draw the knee in a little closer to you and change legs. Take the left and right hand On top of the left shin, extend the right leg long out in front of you. Circle the left ankle counterclockwise first 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pause. Now to the right. 1, same foot. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring both knees in and take a rock side to side as we do every single class. Bring your feet flat on the floor, slide your hands forward, extend the legs, and push yourself up to sit with the strength of your arms. Let's come into a downward facing dog shape. Press the floor away, hips high, tailbone back. You're going to lift your right leg up in the air in a down dog split. And in the air, you're going to rotate your right hip down. So both hips, right and left, are on the same level. As if, again, you could draw a ruler from right hip bone to left. Keeping the shoulder square, weight equally on both hands. So you're shifting a little bit. You're going to lift the right leg in the air, flexing the foot sharply, as high up as it will go. So we're up to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, abs working strong, 16, 17, 18. I'm kicking up, up, up. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Lower down, come to plank, press back to dog, lift the left leg, lift it high, then square off the hips. Maybe it means you're dropping that leg a little, and now flex up, up. Please press the right heel toward the floor. The heel will be off the floor on the right side, but you're pushing down. Up, up. 18, 19, 20, 21. For this flex. 23, abs are pulling in. 8, 9, 10. Left foot down. Press the hips back. Feel the stretch and hold. Lower your knees down and shake out your hands. Bring your forearms down and lift your hips up into a dolphin dog, a dolphin pose. Now interlock the hands and make a fist and lower the hips down. And stay here and breathe for 10, 9, in a low plank. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your knees, slide your knees back. And now we're going to turn the fingertips in, walk the knees back, bring the heels to the glute, look forward, and bend the elbows to the side. We'll do 6. 1, 2, leading with the chest, not the top of the head. 4, 5, and these are modified easy push-ups. I didn't even bring my chest all the way to the floor. I made it a light opening set of moves. Come up, tuck your toes under, press the floor away, lift up to downward dog. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Slide the right leg back and lift your left arm up in a low lunge twist. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot steps forward, low lunge, left leg straight. Soften the left knee, right knee over ankle. Let me move a little to the left and reach my right arm up. Don't move your right hip with your right arm. Move it back in space independently of your right hip. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring both hands down, shift into a high plank position. Look forward, hold for 10. Lift your hips so they're in line with your shoulders, abs working. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right knee forward, slide the left leg back, lift the chest. Let's bring the left knee between the hands. We're not doing half pigeon where you turn your knee out. We're just sliding the right leg back. Bring the right knee in. And we'll do a little modified back bend. I'm going to show you from a back view so you can easily see what I'm doing with my arm. I'm going to reach for my right heel and then bring my hand to my hip. And then I'm going to reach for my left heel and come up into neutral. Right. So each time you're moving back in space. Now let's hold the right hand on the right heel. Press the chest upward. Lift the left arm. Lean back if you can without straining your back. Hold. Feel the front body stretch. Press the pelvis forward. Lift the sternum up. Walk your hand up your leg. Lift the left arm up and move it right. See if you can. If you can't reach your heel, you'll hold on to your leg. Lift up. Press the chest up. Right arm back and hold. Feel the front body respond. It's a back bend here. Bring both arms up. Good. And then come on to hands and knees. Look forward. Press back into downward facing dog. Pressing forward and down. Lift your heels up and down, up and down. So you're doing a calf raise in a downward dog position. Now walk your hands back so they're under your shoulders. And you can bend your knees a lot here, or a little, or maybe not so much at all. Pressing down with your hands. Lift the left leg up. And twist the right arm open to the right side. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, right leg up. Left arm up. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right foot down, roll up through the spine. Well done. Reach your arms up, lean back. Lower down. Interlace the hands behind you. Drop the chest forward. Lift up. Lean back. So I'll show you from a back view. I'm going to press my palms to touch or close to. I'm going to draw my arms down, move the arms away, lift the chest, and then try to find an easy, fluid forward bend. And then rise up. Okay, we're including flexibility here. Reach your arms up and then come down into a high plank position. Steady, strong. Pull your abdominals in, don't let them sink. Lift the right foot a few inches off the floor, then bring the right knee across to the left elbow. Walk the right hand a little center. Bring the outside of the right foot on the floor. Walk your right hand a little more to the left. Pivot on your left foot and lift your left arm up. Now, if you can, lift the right foot up off the floor. This is difficult, I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just afraid this mat is very slippery that I'll trip. That's why I'm so hesitant to move. Hips back. Downward dog. Now lift the left foot up a few inches, bring it forward. Bring the knee over to the right. Step the outside, the blade of the left foot down. Center the left hand. Pivot on the back right foot. Lift the right arm and lift the left leg. Hold. Stay here. Focus on strength and alignment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. How did that go? That's a difficult position. On your knees, interlace your hands and lift your chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now, keeping your hands clasped, step the left foot forward. Walk it forward. Walk the right knee back. Press the pelvis slightly front. Lift the chest and bring the arms away from you. And look up. If your neck feels stressed, press the shoulders down. Bring the fists away from the body. Lift up with your heart. You could look even forward if your neck feels sensitive when you lean back. I'm drawing my arms down my back. And then I'm going to switch. and step forward with my right foot and slide my left knee back. Lift up, press the pelvis forward, roll the shoulders down, bring the arms away from my body. And again, I'm lifting up from my breast, not my chin, all that much. Press your hands together. And then bring the right knee in line with the left, hands still behind you. Lean back, lift your chest, extend the arms back, come back to neutral. Press the hands forward, widen your knees in an active extension here. Reach your arms out in front of you. And then come forward and bend your elbows out to the side. Rest your chin on your hands and bring the soles of the feet together, knees as wide as the mat or somewhat wide. Press your chin on the back of your hands, one hand on top of another, doesn't matter which, right or left doesn't matter. Now push your pubic bone down to the floor and bring your heels into your glutes. So the knees are an inch off the floor. Now lower the knees down and bring your feet back to neutral. Now pull your heels in and lift your knees an inch. Press the pubic bone down like crazy. And then bring the heels back in neutral. One more time. Push the pubic bone down, bring the heels in and lift your knees an inch. Strengthening your lower spine, the lowest aspect of it. And then lower the knees, extend your legs long. Widen your arms as wide as the mat and your legs as wide as the mat. If you were looking down at yourself from the ceiling, you would look like the letter X, like X-ray. Press the pubic bone down into the mat. Push down, pull the navel back to your spine. Lift your right arm and left leg. Hold 5. Knee is straight, toe is pointed, fingers are pointed. 3, 4, 5. Push the pelvis forward. Inhale, lift the left arm, right leg. Chin is off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more time. Right arm, left leg. Push the pubic bone down. Right arm, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left arm, right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, push the chest forward and the pelvis. Now lift the chin, chest, and arms. And lower the arms down. Press the pubic bone forward. Lift the legs only. And lower down. Shake the hips side to side. Press the pelvis forward and down. Lift arms and legs. Bring the hands back. Press the floor away. Push the hips back. Knees are wide, toes together. Frog-like position. Extend the arms out long. Way ahead of you is 4 foot. Now lift your elbows out and crawl your fingertips forward. Push the pelvis down, back. Press your weight into the toenails. From here, don't change anything but extend the left arm under the right. Keep your shape intact. Slide the left arm across to the right and turn your left cheek on the floor. Push the hips back. You threaded your left arm under to the right. It's still the back of the side of the whole side of the left arm is on the floor. Return the left arm forward. Slide the right arm underneath the left armpit. All the way to the left, you're in a horizontal plane with your arm. Push the pubic bone down and the hips back. Left fingers forward all the way. And now come up to all fours. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis. So you're not arching or rounding, you're hucking your tummy in. Extend the left leg out to the left side. Now don't move the hip with it. Keep it facing down and thread it underneath. Rotate from the center and lift up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is called threading the needle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and left arm down. I'm going to move back in space so I have room. Right arm up, and I'm going to thread to the left and open 1, Inhale, exhale 2. Reach all the way across to the left side, then look right, look left, look right, rotate through the center. 4, 3, 2, 1, and on your back. Well done. We're doing a lot of work today. And we'll call this theme today potpourri. Okay, doing a little bit of everything. We did some push-ups and all of that. Float your knees side to side. And extend your legs up in the ceiling. Bring your arms out to the side in a T. Now you're going to take both legs to the left and reach up, and both legs to the right. Now we're going to change that. Flex your feet. You're going to bring your left leg all the way to the left. Don't move the right hip. Lower the right foot down in line with the left. Lift both legs up and pause. Right leg all the way to the side as far as it'll go. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Left foot meets the right. Squeeze your tummy. Lift both legs up. Use your gut. Left leg out. Right foot down. Exhale, lift up. Right leg out. Left foot meets right. Exhale, lift up. And continue in this manner. Looking oppositionally away from the direction of your legs. Legs go right, head goes left, vice versa. Down, down, lift. Down, down, lift. A few more like this. One more. And we're finished. Bringing these in. Well done. Feet on the floor. Walk your feet away. Reach the arms up. And as if you had an imaginary ball between your hands, you're going to extend the legs out and you're going to lift it up to the ceiling. You're going to twist to the right, center, and to the left with this imaginary huge ball. To the right, center, to the left. You're rotating from that center line. Twisting, lifting, twisting. One more time each side. Now we're going to twist all the way to the right. Lean into the right side body and extend the legs out to the left. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, arms up. Take that ball to the left. Level off the shoulders, extend the legs. Left shoulder rises a small amount. For 1, now bring the legs to the right, arms to the left. Get a little torquing action here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sit up tall. Nudge the shoulders side to side in case the tension has built there. We'll do that again. Reach the arms up, over to the right. Take your legs to the left and scissor kick your legs as you're twisted and you're rotating deep in that right side. Now immediately go over to the right side with your legs and scissor. A very smooth action. It's not that difficult if you really pull your abdominals in. It looks more difficult than it is. One more time, center, and bring the legs down and slide into an upright shape. Well done. Reach the arms up. And you're going to touch your fingertips to your top of your shoulders and extend up. So each time you extend the arms up, I want you to imagine that your spine gets longer and the space between your vertebrae becomes a little bit longer. Tap and lift. Tap. So from the back here, let me turn around and make sure everyone sees exactly what's going on. I'm lifting up into an extension upward where the top of the head meets the ceiling. Tap and extend. I'm working a little bit in my triceps when I extend my arms upright. 4, keep the body still. 3, 2, 1, open the arms out and lower the hands down. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders down. You're you're going to bring your right elbow to your left knee, and you're going to bring your left leg across to the right. So you're going to swing the leg in and out. Abducting and adducting. Remember in the beginning of the class we talked about that. Now we're doing it in this posture. So that was a rehearsal kind of for this abduction, adduction move. So you're going to twist and open. The left leg is off the floor. The right leg is grounded. Twist, open. So I'm moving my head in the direction of my arm, but not too much. You can get a little bit seasick like that. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the same thing here. Look. So you don't want to be moving your head too much. Your right arm is off the floor. If you want to put it down behind you, it's okay. So you're looking one way, then the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. On your back, knees to chest, legs up to the ceiling. Keep the legs up, and then just shake the legs a little bit loose. Get rid of any tension there. And now press the heels up toward the ceiling in a really dramatized flex set of feet. I want you to be so lifted and strong in your legs. Open your arms out. Take your legs over to the right as far as they'll go without lifting your left sitting bone, and circle the legs. The knees, thighs, and ankles are very much glued together. So you're circling around and around and around. Left shoulder's on the floor. My legs are angled toward my right shoulder. Pause. Now take the legs to travel in the opposite counterclockwise manner. I'm using a strong gut position. I'm working through the positions with depth and with understanding that I'm strengthening my body in a very dynamic way. Each time I do these deep set of moves, come up and bend your knees to get rid of the gripping in the legs. It's going to be less legs, more abdomen. I want that to be so. Take your legs over to your left shoulder. Make sure you're lifting them up. And now counterclockwise circle. I'm looking right or up at the ceiling. I may take a peek occasionally at my feet, and I'm just going to make a correction. My heels were apart. I just brought them together. So even I get distracted and need to check in with my body when I'm doing a body shape like this. Now take the circles in a clockwise manner. If you get mixed up between clockwise, counterclockwise, who cares? As long as you do the one direction and the other. There's only 2 directions to go. There's no right or wrong here. I just call it because it simplifies it for you. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees and lower your feet down and sway your hips. So now I'm going to lift my arms up overhead. And there's that big old curve here, right? I'm angled down. My pubic bone is angled down. So the beam of light, that imaginary beam of light from a flashlight between my legs, is angling down in that manner, the way my left fingers just did. I'm going to lift up. Now keep your legs on the floor. So what I want you to do right now is to flex both of your feet. And you're going to press your back of your legs into the floor. That'll give you a stable environment. Then I'm going to bring my arms in line right above my shoulders, rise up. And I'm going to bring my right pinky finger down on the floor, rise up, and then roll down. I'm going to slowly lift, pull my abs in, lift up, and bring my left pinky finger to the right side of my mat and roll down. Let me just move back a little bit and roll up. And bring my pinky finger, right pinky finger down, left arm stays lifted, lift up, roll down. We're doing a few roll-ups. Come up smooth and controlled, left pinky finger down, look right, rise up, slowly float down, use the core. All of it is core work. Come up, squeeze your tummy tight, and smooth your graceful in your positioning because you're using muscle, not momentum. Exhale, lift and twist, rise up and roll down. 2 more sets. We can do this. Very fluid, like you're moving through water, controlled and slow. Up. One more time. Let this be a physical expression of your wonderful feeling, the artistic and graceful part of you. And then down and up. So now we're changing it. We're sitting up and we're twisting side to side. And one more. Now we're back where we were. We're floating down and bringing the knees in. So once in a while, I make a change to keep you alert. Take your hands and stir your knees away from each other. And then go the other way. Lovely feeling in the hips, sway side to side. Bending your knees. Reach the arms up. And float up to sit and extend your legs out. You're going to cross your right foot above your left. Bend your elbows in a 90-degree angle and lift up in balance here and circle the legs around. We want to get creative in our shapes. So we're doing the smoothest action to the left. Now pause. Now both feet go to the right. You're circling in a clockwise manner. Once again, it's 2 directions, right? No problem. One more. And then come up and change the crossing of the ankles. Very specific, elbows wide. Pull the ribs down so you're not lifting up from there and putting pressure there. Arms back. You don't want to be round shouldered and you don't want to be back so far that happened. Now you've changed the crossing of the legs and circle. It's a very, very controlled set of moves. And pause. Go in the opposite direction. So you're doing all of this circular action. 2 more. And 1. Sit up tall. Well done. Change your crossing, right ankle on top of left, sit on your sitting bones. Lean back, reach your arms forward this time, make it a little bit lighter, and lift your legs up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch, lift up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and lower down. Bring your knees into your chest and recover. And stay down for a little bit. Rotate side to side. Bend your knees in tabletop, upside down tabletop, 90 degrees. Hands behind your head, right hand behind your head. Left palm faces your outer left thigh. You're going to bring your hand a few inches off the floor. And you're going to side bend to the left. Push the left fingers forward. You're reaching your rib cage down to your left hip. You're side bending on the left. Breathe. You're reaching the left fingertips forward, slightly higher than your left hip. And reaching from the waistline, not the shoulder or the arm. I'm like, it's a rippling action on the left side, creating those ripples in my left side of my shirt. 2 more and 1. Left hand behind the head and right hand reaches forward, down. Same side crunching. Breathe. Working, so we want to work internal, external obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs in the air. Hold on to the back of your legs so you get a little support here. Turn the heels and toes out and bend your knees. Now your knees are right over your hips, so there's a neutral spine, neutral pelvis. We identified that a few times. You're going to bend your knees enough so I can touch my elbow to my knee without lifting my sit bones over. I'm going to do that. I'm going to twist, oh, twist. I want to get that rotation in my center. And maybe go a little bit faster and extend one leg out into that crossing action. Now I'm going to take my leg up in the air and I'm going to go into the spider from the crisscross. Inhale, exhale, inhale, go back to the crisscross. And now go into the spider, smooth and graceful. One more time, crisscross. Go into the spider, last set. Now come up and twist to the right. Roll back, lift up, and then twist to the left. Come up and twist to the right. And twist to the left. One more, right and left. Last one. And come up. Well done. Good, okay. You're going to bring your knees under your hands and step forward with the right and step forward with the left foot. And grab your elbows and let the weight of your body just allow you to lengthen down toward the floor. Lifting the sitting bones up. Now twist a little bit the upper body, swaying around and around and around. Release the palms down next to your toes. Lift the tailbone now. See how much you can straighten your knees. If you need to bend your knees, do it. If your hands don't touch the floor, hold on to your legs. Now take your feet as wide as the mat. And bring the feet together and apart, together, apart, together, apart, and together and apart. And come up. Okay. So we're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Turn the left foot out, right foot in. Like a warrior two position. If you don't know yoga, just do what I'm doing. I'm turning my left knee out and it's tracking over my third toe. It's not wobbling in. And my stance is wide so I can bring my heel intersecting my right arch. The arms come out. This would be warrior two, but we're not in yoga. I'm doing this for a waistline thing. Now, I'm going to look up at the ceiling, reach both arms up, and now I'm going to tilt my body back to my straight leg to the right, side bending here, and lifting up and down. I'm reaching to my back leg. I'm side bending with both arms up. We're working again into that same side crunching. We did it on the floor. Creating that twisting action in the waistline. Arms are by the ears. The arms are pretty straight here. My left knee's well bent. My right leg is straight. I'm pressing the outer edges of my right foot down. And I'm lifting up in the inseam of both of my pants so I can get an inner and outer thigh grip. Strengthening it. Now hold it all the way over to the right. Transition. Right knee bends, look down, make sure you can see all 5 toes, make sure the knee tracks over about the third toe. Left leg extends back in space. Turn the outer left foot down into the mat, get a good grip. Reach your arms up, now look center and up, and now lean to your left. I'm crunching toward my left straight leg, my right knee stays back. I'm going to deepen it a little bit to work my legs a little bit more. So you're strengthening your lower body isometrically. What does isometric mean? Movement, no movement, no, right? No movement. The muscle is working without moving or changing shape. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach up. Step it in. Let's take a little bit of a stretch now. This is just for stretching. Right arm up and bring the left arm up. You're still engaging your core, but I'm going to just move more into the stretch aspect of it. Left arm up, angle it over the ear, arm back. Right arm reaches out to the side. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Come all the way down, bend your knees and sweep your fingertips to the floor and rise up. So you're going to your left, bend your knees, I'm bending mine. All the way to the right, all the way up to the ceiling. That's number 2. We're doing 5 in each direction. Bend your knees. Reach up. This promotes circulation and tone. Down and around and up. Even if you can straighten your knees, I don't want you to. I want you to get this sweeping action with knees very well bent. Now to your right. Right foot, left shoulder, right shoulder down. 2. Reaching all the way down. 3. This is something you really might want to do when you first wake up instead of reaching for that coffee or tea. And bring the arms down and step it in. What time is it now?
45.
45 minutes, great. What I want you to do is shift your weight over to this foot. This would be your right foot. I'm going to, even though it looks like my left, if you're looking, I'm going to take my hand. Now the bowl of the Pilates, the tailbone is straight down. I'm going to bring my left knee in. And I'm going to press my heel to my glute and lift up in a balancing position. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. I'm going to turn around and I want you to shift to your other side. So it would be this side. And I want you to bring your knees together. Press your pelvis straight down to the floor, your tail. And just curl your heel in and reach your arms up and balance. Stay lifted. So there are different ways to balance. This is one of them. And then come down. Good. You're going to reach your arms up and you're going to bring your hands under your leg. Under your leg. Go for it. I'm going to time it for 1 minute. Where do I have a clock? I have a digital. 1 minute. So you're... Go ahead, everyone. We're timing it. We've got a digital clock right here. Yes, we do. Keep going, everyone. This is your cardiovascular infusion. So I'm looking at the clock when it turns. I just had turned when I started to 37. It'll go to 38. Keep going. I don't want to lose my track of time. I could do it longer than that minute, but I'm giving you a little bit of a taste of bringing the heart rate up and getting more movement. It's almost there. Keep going. It's not a minute yet. I am looking at my digital clock. Wow, it seems like a long minute, doesn't it? Maybe the clock isn't working. No, it's still 5:37. I don't know. That is weird. Okay, it turned. That was a minute. A minute can seem longer than it is. Okay, let's just have fun with this sometimes. You know, we're cooped up, we're in that social distancing things. Some of you are wearing masks. It's not the most fun time of our lives. We have to try to have a sense of humor and enjoy life, right? I said, just let's laugh. Let's laugh at it. It's laughable. It's so aggravating. You want to get something to eat? You have to wait outside in the street for social distancing. You can't even go in the restaurant, let alone sit and eat there. Okay, bring the elbows together and pull back and lift. So I'll show you from the side. My ankles, knees, and thighs together. My elbows and palms are glued. So I'm sitting in a chair. My tailbone comes back. My knees bend and my heart lifts. So we're working on strengthening the... oops, my elbows came apart. See, when you talk, it can be distracting. Down and up. Down and up. Pull my ribs down. Yeah, I'm doing my abdominals standing. I know that you didn't think of that, but it is. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bring your arms back. Lift your heels. And then lower your heels and stand. Side lying position to finish up. We're getting into the end of the hour. And you know, being it's a home video, if it's a little before the hour, a little bit after, it's not a big deal. So today, actually, I want you to come flat on the floor. I changed my mind. I want you to extend your left arm at the back edge of your mat and lengthen it. You can bend the elbow and make a pillow or just keep it straight. And then take your legs to the back edge of your mat and then walk them forward to the front right corner of your mat.
Bend the bottom left knee in about a 90 degree or 45 degree angle. Take your top right foot and double tap the toe down. Circle the leg back and double tap. Now I don't want you to move this right hip back. I want you to keep this right hip stable by pulling your abdominals in. So it's double tap and double tap. You're on the floor, spread out. So this is the hot potato. There are many variations, and a lot of different instructors might call an exercise something different, where it depends on the training where they learn these exercises. So this, for me, I learned this is called hot potato. I do it in different manners. We're going to do 4 more sets. Double tap. Now you're not pounding your toe on the floor. You are very light. This is your toe. You don't want to pound it. No need for it. In fact, it's a more muscle if you don't pound it. You're controlling it better. Now you're going to take your right leg in front of your left, so right knee in line with the bottom left, and lift the leg up. Turn the right toes down a little bit and lift up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 4, 3, 2, 1, circle. It doesn't have to be a big circle. 5, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and bend your knee. We'll stretch after. Now we're doing a very light mini series on our side. Okay, so now we're going to line ourselves up to the back edge of the mat once again. So extend your right arm away from you. Again, you can bend your elbow if you prefer that cushioning action. Now your legs are both, you're on your side. You're going to walk your legs to the top left corner of your mat and bend your bottom knee. Then you're going to draw your left hip in line with your bottom right. Pull your abdominals in a whole lot. Anchor your hand down, your left, your right arm's extended, and you're going to tap the left toe very lightly, lift up in a semicircle, and tap it behind you without rolling this left hip in and out. The stability comes from the gut. Here we go. Double tap, double tap. So we're doing a little bit of side lying series, which is good for your hips and glutes and thighs and all kinds of stuff. But you are moving the leg with control from your abdomen. I want to stress that strongly. The gut pulling in is going to facilitate the lifting of the leg and make it more muscular, less momentum. Super important to understand the concepts behind the muscular action. We've got 2 more to do, 2 more sets. Double tap, lift, double tap. This is pleasant and agreeable. 1 more time. Gives you range of motion around the hip. Opens that hip joint, by the way. Take the top left leg. The knee is in line with the bottom knee. The left toes are sloping down a little bit, so the pointed left toe relaxes the foot. And lift up laterally with the side of your leg. I want you to feel the pulling in of your tummy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now circle. It's not a big circle. It isn't. 4, 5, and reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come up and lie down on your back. And we're going to take the right knee directly above the left. Press the left foot down, arms to the side. Lift your pelvis, swing your hips to the right. Knees go left to the left shoulder. Right arm extends out. Hold. Okay, you're working through a twist and opening up that side right leg, the right leg. And just stay here and focus. Don't drift off, but just examine and focus on the sensations arising from these sets of moves. There may be a lot of sensations going on simultaneously. Maybe the mind is starting to get impatient. We want to check in with our internal self rather than the external. The internal really is the one that should be your guide, not all this mental chatter or the opinions of others, but your inner voice that tells you what is right for you.
Then roll on your back. A little bit of that is good to hear. And now change the left knee over the right. Use your bottom right foot to lift your pelvis, to swing your hips to the left. I like that because it directs my shoulder and hip in possibly a pretty straight line. Now I'm going to draw my left knee into my chest toward my right shoulder, and I'm going to allow the knees to drape down to the left and look left. So you're working on an opening in the left side body, and it should feel good. And you should feel a lot of relief happening. It may be tugging and maybe a little uncomfortable, maybe here if you're not used to a spinal twist. If you've been inactive for a while, the muscles don't respond well immediately. It takes time to adapt to exercises, how the muscles change, and the strength builds from within. And now relax your face and neck and shoulders. Use the bottom right foot again to lift your pelvis up and bring your knees into your chest and hold your legs up in the air for 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Float the right leg down. Take your hands behind your calf or thigh. You can bend your right knee and put your foot down too. And we're going to end with a passive leg stretch. Relax the shoulders, tilt the chin down. Make the most of every moment. Now that the days are long because you might not be in school or work or doing all the, going to eat out, maybe going to the gym, we have to try to make use of the time in a pleasant way so we don't become bored and stuck. And lift your right leg up, left leg either long out in front of you or knee bent foot on the floor. Your decision. Hands go above or below the knee. Once again, you are the one in charge. We're stretching out the body as we should do after exercise class to restore the legs to the length. We shorten and tighten at some point, and then we lengthen and release and let go. Take 2 knees in and rock your hips side to side. And lift your head, neck, and shoulders up and rock forward and back. Now just bring the feet down toward the floor and the knees in. Opening up that lower back, engaging your lower abdomen and pelvic floor, and hip flexors. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the legs up, lower the legs, reach up, and I'll face you. Feet together. How did we do today? Okay. Potpourri class, that's the thing. Take your hands in your chest. Acknowledge your greatness. Please be well. Take care of yourself. And yeah, for the time being, social distancing, that's the way to go. It'll keep you safe and keep everybody else safe. Thank you. Appreciate your attendance, your effort, and your love. So again, if you want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Pilates Mat by Professor P, and you will see me. Okay, till I go back to work, I'll be doing videos. Thank you. My heart to yours. Bye now.